他就是他刚才问我，就是回到主屏幕，怎么回到主屏幕？就是把这个往上一拉啊，对，你说你充是充的这个啊？
不是，
哦，你就直接充手机的？
从这里充。
哇塞，充，你充多久啊？这没有啊？我来，哎，充的很慢。有时候它这个充电哈，它好像你插进去了，它这个地方不亮的话，就表示它也没 work。你要把那个线拿下来哈，再重新插，就这个线要拔下来重新插，它可能好像接触不太好。现在应该有电有亮。现在是45%，等会儿你要看，等会儿它要是往下掉的话，那就不对了。那个白的你用过吗？这个
没有
啊，没用。你看，你就等会儿就换这个白的用。这个白的电没有这个是有上万个小时的，按道理。
他们各自也要自己充啊。
这个不要拿下来，这个也要回去也要放那个，就是把它。
我就想
没用过的没关系，没用过的没关系。
不是有3个号码吗？哈，比如说这里，
还有
这里，
这个看这个哈，30是满的。
哦，30是满。
这个如果掉到500以下就不行了。刚才是3000，你看现在1000。啊，它掉到500以下就不好了，你就要注意了，它就慢慢就要停了。但是一般都是最少是100它就 freeze 了。像没关系，它只要不掉到500以下，它一直都还在 work。它就掉到100以下，掉到100了，它如果时间很长，它可能就停掉了。重启了。你一看它掉的差不多，还拉拉 ，yesterday I had a family issue, so I left. Yes, I asked Lily. I tell Lily how to do it. How to do the live stream. Good. Yeah. It's my fault. I didn't. 那个。So the Wi-Fi was not good. Yes.
我说30是满的
，30。
那这个最满
总量
4000，满
这边它会是可3天进，
这些电无所谓。
但是你要看啊，它没有电了麻烦了。我现在刚才那个充这个的，它个 work， 我现在用那个小的在充，它在 work， 它起来了。
那如果说什么44，这都太少了呀。
我一般都要70、80，
这个会不会掉到0去？
这也会掉到0啊，你要换这个档。
哦，0哦，那要
就没有 WiFi 了，就没有连线了。
哦，是这样子啊。
对。
哎呦，
这个是 WiFi 呀。
哦 ，OK。
Hi, before. I still wait for him.
告诉你现在信号有多坏，信号。要回家了啊！我改一下了。
Hi, Kim. Hi, Kathy. As soon as we put the tents up, the sun comes out. Hi, Lona. Hi, Lona. But like you said, better safe than never. Oh, that's a big deal on there. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Dale. Hi, McFly. Hi, Peggy. Hi, Free. Hi, Sunkiss. Hi, Gloria. Hi, Corn Pop. That's right. Hashtag Freedom Corner live from the studio. Hi, Elliot. Hi, Cora. Hi, Dale. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend, Jay Jones. Hi, Helen. Well, we got the tent up. Well, both two tents, and it doesn't look like it's going to rain now. Hi, Cupcake. Hi, Marlene. My Sergeant Major Brian. Hi, Karen. Hi, Dorina, Carol, Ellie. Hi, everybody. Everybody's joining here on this Monday. That's right, C4. You gotta hit that like button and the share. Hi, B. Marie. Hi, Margaret. Oh, it was raining off and on all day, and, so we put the tarps up, and Looks like the sun came out. But it's better safe that way. Hi Sherry, hi Tammy, hi Barbara, hi Dorina, hey Boomer, hi Tammy, Sandra. Well, I'm gonna have to get some foot logic here. Hi Patricia Joy. Hi Yvette. Hi Dolly D. No, we don't even have a gay flag.
Get us on! Get us on! Get us on!
West Virginia. Thank y'all for coming on.
Huh? What time you got, bro?
7 o'clock.
7?
Hi, Beer and Back Roads. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Angel Girl. Hi, Jeff. There you go. We posted on Gutter. Chris, last night's YouTube was taken down for the Bob Dylan song, but we had the I put the Rumble on Chatter and that today. Hi Teresa. I like the YouTube that has the chat going on. You see what people are saying. A lot of people like to read the chat. Can't read it on Rumble.
There they are. Not a minute too soon either.
Hi everybody on Rumble. Thanks for coming on over there. Hi Yvonne. One of these days I'll have the equipment to get on the chat over there, but that's in the future. Hi No Whining.
Hey,
Hi LaFleur.
1791 Stormtrooper, would you mind signing my flag tonight?
I could do that.
We can sign it last week, though. Get it tonight.
You got a Rumble, Marlene?
Oh man, I thought you were going to call the rain out.
We never had a rain out. We may have had a couple of people having to take a little rest or a sick day. Have you ever had?
Oh yeah.
My back's hurting real bad. I hope you can lift it up. Look, just lift it straight up. Get there, lift it straight up, pull it, and I think you get to the end.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie.
I had it down, I hurt my back yesterday. It's better today, but I'm fine. You're fat, and then when you realize you're fat, you eat exercise more. That's when you get fatter. Still 40.
I have a little pain
I think what it is that I yanked on the generator to twist it a little bit, and now you it was a lot better today than it was real tight yesterday.
Hi, Glenn. Hi, Turbo. Hi, Barbara. Yeah, it was raining, so we put this stuff in the
Yeah, in our new house.
Oh, did you? Got the tune on. I tell you, it's a pain in the butt.
Check. These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore or sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell him to bring it on. Now he's a big timer, but he's lost on the river. Never went without, never had them cold shivers. Had a silver spoon, always warm in the winter. Drive a fancy car, never had to kill a spinner. No bloody hands, never really had a backbone. Never been too deep down the back road. Never showed no respect to a flagpole. Come on, city boy, just another punk asshole. Me and mine, we gon' make it through them dark days. So take your ass on back down to Park Place before you end up in the deep end where them hungry ass sharks stay. We go hard all day. Been here, done that, that's a giver. Out back, guns out, country living. If you doubt that, find out, come and get it. We ain't going nowhere. Go swim. These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore or sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on.
Won't you take me back to them old days? Just horses in the wagon, shotgun shells and wishing wells. And you can hear them pistols blasting, better give them hell, but live to tell. Let's write another chapter. We just want our country back and we gon' get what we after. In them pastures, in them fields, we the ones that keep it real. You come stupid around here, that'll probably get you killed. Cold steel under cold skies, a rebel soul from the old times, like Jesse James and those guys. I'm watching you with both eyes. I ain't telling no lies. If you wanna come and get it, backwoods country living, shotguns and ammunition, whiskey drinking, steady sipping, saying to hell with the system. I've been living at the bottom, so I'm about to go swim. Y'all can hate it or you can love it, but I promise we ain't budging. If them boys looking scared, someone probably told them we coming, so y'all better get to running, but don't head for them hills. That's where the hell we live. Around here we keep it real, boy.
These days my guns stay loaded, my family's a little more close. Sometimes we're barely floating, so please don't rock this boat. But if we tip on over, we won't wash to the shore or sink down to the bottom, 'cause we've been here before. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on. We can breathe underwater. Been down at the bottom so long we can breathe underwater. So tell them to bring it on.
For something I couldn't find anywhere else. I don't want to be nobody, just want a chance to be myself. I've done 1,000 miles of thumbing, guess I've worn blisters on my heels. Find me something better on the streets of Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. You say you care, that's how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me. Spent some time in San Francisco, spent a night there in the Ken. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man. I left him my watch and my old house key. I don't. Then I thanked him as he was sleeping, and I headed out for Bakersfield. You don't know me, but you don't like me. You say you care less how I feel. How many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Ever walk the streets of Bakersfield?
Took my first breath where the mud rises, spills into the Gulf of Mexico. Working man, where the working man does his best to provide. Giving a little of a soul every day, making overtime. The wolves away. I was barely 13 when the company man tried to dig my daddy's grave. It happened on a French-owned tanker ship, spilling poison in the Galveston Bay. Well, the liquid fire filled his lungs and his eyes silenced any more cries. Cold in the green, death stinging pain, we fought like hell. Keep the wolves away. The settlement came and we moved out of town where the sky isn't heavy with refining lights. Yeah, he's still alive, he's doing good, he's in his 50s, but the money's running out. He's painting for pennies, so I'm going for broke with every song I play, 'cause now it's my turn to keep the wolves away.
keep my woman in. I've been saying yes sir all day at work. I've been saying yes ma'am at home. I've been storing up the cuss words, keeping them under my tongue. Devil in me done been asking too long. I need a little time. Looks like I've been too good for too long. I've had this number on my mind a while. I've been fighting off the urge to call. Pretty little strawberry blonde with a southern drawl. Some been a missing me, and I need to renew my friendship with Jim Beam. I need a little time off for bad behavior. The devil in
Hi,
me
Lala.
done been asking too long.
Hi, Hammer.
Like I've been too
Thank you
good
for coming up,
too long.
tuning in. This is Lily in charge tonight. Rebecca has something. She left. Tell Roger, and he will tell me because this electric stuff I'm not familiar with. I'm just learning and try to remember which button to tap, where I should go, and sometimes
That's right. If we could all just gather around, we will have our prayer. Who would like to lead our prayer? Oh, Steve, you would love to? Thank you. Got voluntold. I know. Come on, come on.
Father God, we just pray for these prisoners every day. We think about them every day. That's why we're here, for justice in America. And it starts in our justice system, Department of Justice, right down to the J6 courthouse. We pray for these folks and all J6ers that they can be set free for real as soon as possible, ASAP. We love them and we love being here and standing for them. We lay our lives down for them, just like in the Bible it says, lay your lives down for your friends. We love you, Jesus. Thanks for preserving everybody here for this day that we were all made for. We were made for such a time as this. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I'd like you to command those demons that are in possession of those judges to come forth and bring them judges into the light.
We pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, you guys, it is Tommy. How do y'all say it? How do y'all locals say it? Us new locals need to know.
You say it like we got the key.
Oh yeah, we did. There will be a little nice housewarming for those that we love.
We're brand new swamp creatures.
We are.
Well, no, we're moving in, and we're just really appreciative of the opportunity, and we're just so thankful. And it's going to give us a lot more time in the city to do the things that we need to do. There is some really exciting things going on. Is D-Day for Trump. His indictment is tomorrow. But Micki, want to tell us what exciting things happen in D.C. tomorrow, Jan 6 related?
Well, tomorrow there will be a Jan 6 hearing in the Capitol at 1:30. Sarah McAbee will be testifying. Jerry Perna will be testifying. Ed Martin will be testifying. John Strand, Brandon Strzok. And we're excited to see how those things go. And so we will surely be talking about the events of tomorrow evening. So can't wait.
That's right. Please come back. We'll have way more information tomorrow. We are just all over the place today. We're state hopping.
Literally
here.
We're in 2 different places.
But it's working out. It's working out, and we're really excited about all of it. And the weather worked in our favor, so all of it's been a blessing. So we're gonna play some music now, sir. And and here comes Miss Tammy. Miss Tammy, hey.
You got something to say.
Sorry, just real quick.
It's how your life is right now.
What I was going to say is we're not the only ones that have been moving today.
Oh, that's right.
4 of the 5 Proud Boys that were in Alexandria are now in Lewisburg. I'm not sure which 4, so I'll have to get back with you on that. But so they've been moved, so let's keep them in our prayers as well. And maybe some of y'all out there on the live streams could shoot them a letter or something. The guys always love to get letters, so.
And we know where to do that. Patriot Mail Project, they'll have that updated ASAP. Fitzsimon's sentencing was tomorrow, but it's been moved back to July. And, really, that's all I know about today, because like I said, we've been busy. So hopefully we do have some people calling in, and they'll take up our time. Thank y'all.
Far away. like a life. How the folks I love. Me and my former best friend had a big falling out. I caught him with my words to wish them love. I don't lie. I know they're all dear to me, but if the truth be told, I like it when they come, but I love it when qualities, but the bad ones cover them up. I don't like half the folks I love. Like half the folks I love. Come dear to me, but the bad ones cover like half the folks I love.
Good. How are you doing?
I'd like to introduce yourself.
Here in the DC jail, and I'm currently in the hole. So I'll try to comply. How are you all doing there at the vigil?
We're doing well. We thought it was going to rain and be nasty, but the weather is starting to turn the other direction. We've got some beautiful sunset right now, and no haters, just please.
Being out there, we always appreciate that. See outside at all. So it still helps us in
willingness to hold you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I mean, hey, this is part I go through as I can and making sure that I continue to speak truth no matter what. That's my goal.
Aren't and wouldn't do that.
Well, you know, I look at this in the context. I'm an Army veteran, and I look at this in the context of this is really nothing compared to prisons for under Imperial Japan, for example, or under Vietnam. So they were you know, literally tortured, physically tortured. So we're not anywhere near as bad as what they went through. So I could persevere through this, and I know all of the we're okay. Although that's where it's headed. So, you know, we call this the DC Gulag, not because we're saying we're being treated the same as like social citizens in the Soviet Gulag, so the treatment is not as bad. But we are certainly political prisoners, and we are where we are, because there is a conservative agenda to use J6 as like the Reichstag fire here in the United States. To use it as the excuse and rationale for suppressing the MAGA movement, the America First movement, to demonize and suppress it. And, you know, President Trump on January the 6th. That is coming. So I think that you should expect it. That it does no one any good at all for anyone who's being sentenced to say in their sentencing statements that they blame President Trump, or President Trump, you know, is to blame for them coming to Washington, D.C. on January 6th. That is, to me, frankly, cowardly, and it's also false. You know, you have a right to go and protest what was an unconstitutional election. People were in Washington, D.C. for a very valid Trump as the president contesting an election considered stolen, had a right to call on his supporters to be there. So it's ridiculous for anyone to, you know, after the fact, try to claim that President Trump is to blame for anything that they did.
No, I was just going to say that it's, you know, Ashley was killed that day, and I lost so much that day, as so many Americans did. And so when I stand in the courtroom and I hear grown men say that we shouldn't have been there and that they're sorry they were ever there, it is kind of heartbreaking to announce the day, because, you know, I know, and you know, and so many Americans know that it was a patriotic celebration until the Capitol Police and the Metropolitan Police and the powers that be waged war on American citizens, killed them, beat them, and jailed them and threw away the key, and then denied constitutional provisions and these kangaroo courts. So, you know, when men stand up there and say that they shouldn't have been there and they had no right to be there, I would say that, you know, Michael Byrd had no right to be there. He's the American citizen that shouldn't have been there. You know, my daughter did 4 tours of duty in the middle of the East to earn her right to exercise her First Amendment. So I absolutely believe, you know, it's the police that wage violence and.
Yeah, and I agree. From talking to, that's one advantage of being moved around. I've talked to men that were in Alexandria who are accused of assaulting police officers. From what I know, from talking to them and also from the footage I'm seeing, is yes, they were actually trying to prevent unlawful assaults, like Roseanne Boylan being hit in the head. You know, a billy club being hit in the head with a billy club by a police officer. That's actually considered a lethal force, and certainly is beyond the scope of their training. So yes, and Ashley being shot, that's right, and Ashley Babbitt being shot, an unarmed woman was obviously excessive force. If it had been done to anybody else in this country, but that police officer would have been on trial for murder. But yes, so I think there's beyond a doubt that the police that day, not all of them.
And any other police force in this country who would have been fired for his prior, you know, excessive use of force issues, as well as leaving his voting weapon in a public restroom, because he's never held accountable.
Right. There's something there. one of the. I think truth will come out eventually. But the backdrop to that is the sentencing and blaming President Trump, saying that he is to blame for them being there, and that is cowardly. And that's going to be used against President Trump when they do get around to putting him on a show trial, and it's coming for January the 6th. They will, I'm sure, read those transcripts to the jury about all these people who took plea deals or who were sentencing, said that President Trump is to blame for them coming to Washington, D.C. And the false narrative, of course, is that everyone came to Washington, D.C. to attack the Capitol, and that all the Trump supporters were burned to attack the Capitol. Trump supporters that day did the best they under the strict laws in Washington, D.C., they just did bring whatever they thought they could with the pepper spray being on.
Yeah, you're right, Stuart. You're absolutely right about that. Everybody has to take it. That continues, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's why I've said from the state laws, violated state election laws in all the key swing states, and that was too. And so that was not a valid constitution, and basically a coup. It was a coup, and that's what we were there to protest against. But classic totalitarian strategy to project and accuse you against the and it's also massive gaslighting. You have no legitimate grievance, that you're all crazy, that you're all believing the big. Like you had Pence saying that on that day Trump forced him to choose between Trump and the Constitution. That's just disgusting to hear, because that was an unconstitutional. That back to the states to actually do their duty under the Constitution and call special sessions, pick their own elected constitutional remedy. The states have been sent to Washington, D.C. But every step of the way, people on both parties. Very clear. That includes the U.S. Supreme Court, who ducked the Texas lawsuit against them. Settled it once they get back in 2000 with Bush v. Gore. The Constitution. Hero. If the political right in this country stands united with President Trump in continuing to speak truth to power, and continuing to call that election out for what it was, which was unconstitutional. So Texas lawsuit, which was joined by other states against Pennsylvania, understand that this was that's what happened that day.
You're absolutely right, Stuart. And all this stuff that's come out since the election about and with the ballots and they still can flat face say with the stone cold face, no, there was no election. It's been presented like it's out there. Everybody can look at it.
Well, that's why I keep stressing it. He's the only conservative national talk show host that's even talked to me. I think he's done good work on that with 2,000 Mules, and I think True to Vote has done excellent work exposing the fraud on the ground. I go back to the fact that they openly violated state law. They just did what they wanted to do. They were COVID-19. That's a fact. They can't refute that. They violated. Says only legislature can determine the manner for selecting electors. So it's in your face. It's something they can't refute, which is why they never talk about it. They will not go back to them. And it's very frustrating for me to listen to him talk, like at that town hall meeting and have the narrators. That's a false accusation that the election was stolen. And he just, reset. They can prove fraud. You don't need to prove the fraud. All you got to say is that it follows state law, that made it unconstitutional in Article 2. And she would have no answer for that, none whatsoever. All she could say is, well, no court has determined that. Well, because the Supreme Court didn't do its job. So I think that's the
1 minute remaining.
Let's encourage all of you to focus on that, and please encourage President Trump to talk about illegality and constitutionality. Now, Mark Levin is the time with Mark Levin and have him prep so he can answer those questions with power. So.
Thank you, Patriot.
Thank you, Stuart, so much. We always.
Sorry to go through this big monologue there. Okay, God bless you guys. I'm sorry I took all your time talking like that, but I think it's more than distraction.
Yeah, call back when you can.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, God bless you. Take care.
God bless. That was perfect timing. Greta didn't get us.
This call is from a correction facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Okay, yeah.
So we're here for another year.
Wow, you're still up there.
What's that?
I can't express to it in words, Tommy. Tommy, you really mean so much to me. I brag about you to so many people that I talk to.
Well, I appreciate
Tommy, you're the first time. We didn't even know each other. I didn't even know who you were. I remember hearing a report about somebody who had called the and I auditor, and we find the recording. It was you, and then it was like months later. That's when I actually got to know you, and you're awesome, man. And,
well, that whole time, John.
I can't wait to meet you in person.
Yeah, that whole time, I went to DC by him, obviously, but we split up from the monument, and so it's kind of like come back home, and I'm not a proud boy, I'm not an oath keeper, I'm just there as a citizen, and I don't have family members in jail. So for a long time, it was just me, and I was trying to figure out the best way I could possibly get some attention, right? So I started.
Hometown Republican, the conservatives in dinner club, you dinner, and that was is when you and Candy went down there, and you took the time out of your day, and I did that for the movement, and for my family has been involved in the local Republican and party, and the conservative movement in general in Williamsburg, Virginia, and for decades. And then you going down there and really meeting and talking to a lot of people that I don't, and explaining to them what happened from our side of the perspective. It was just a beautiful thing. I really appreciate you, Tommy. You do so much.
It was all my pleasure. Those are really nice people. I want to go speak for food. We'll speak for food. Along those lines, we went to a...
you were at Sal's, weren't you?
That's right.
Well, you were at Sal's, right?
That's right.
I used to work there, actually. All of us in our family used to work there. Yeah.
Those lines, John, I've been thinking about, we're in D.C., so part of the reason why we did what we did is the living arrangement, so we can be more efficient with our time. You know, an hour drive into DC, an hour out, it's no fun for anyone, 2 or 3 times a day. But I've been thinking about maybe we need to start going to churches and things like that and getting, you know, talking engagement, all the churches around here, you know, things like that. Because people are really, they are really hungry for this information. So, just a thought.
No, that's a great idea. Yeah, go ahead. My last point, to that point, it just blows my mind. I was talking to Trennis the other day, and it is on January 6th. No cops died. And that 4 American citizens, Trump supporters, were killed that day. Those 2 facts are not even known by all conservatives. No. It's really...
They know about it.
Yeah,
they're definitely, just real seriously, real quick, they know about it. Which is why I'm not sitting in there with you guys. I'm fully believe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I want to touch back on that, on you talking to the church. There's nothing wrong with sticking to the Bible. You know, the Bible is not going to lead you wrong. And I got into a discussion at one point with someone, actually a few times, about politics, because what are you gonna pray about if you're praying to God every day and you don't know what's going on specifically and directly to God, if you don't know what's going on, and when you bring these things to the church, you bring it all to light, you know, they're like, oh my, pray about this, you know. So specifically, the church does need to get involved with politics, because once you turn off politics, politics will turn on you. And you know, there's a whole bunch of people out there that are of God that we need right now. There's the government is seeking to replace God, and that cannot happen. That is going to be the further downfall of our country.
You're right, because politics is downstream from culture. And church plays a major role in culture, obviously, and these Marxist communists have been subverting our culture for the last 70, 80 years, 100 years in China, right? And they want to think about that, think about China, think about the thousands of years of rich history, everything they invented and learned and did, and then these Marxist Satanists want to come in and start at year 0, right? None of that matters anymore. We know better than all of our history, all of our cultural ancestors, every bit of it. We can plan your life for you. You know, crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. There's a lot of people that don't think that they're coming for them, but they will. They are. I know that once you get out of the major cities, there's such a conservative population out there. There's plenty of patriots that love this country, that love our Constitution, they love their freedoms, but they're not seeing what's going on in the cities. They're not seeing the DEI, what is it, diversity, equity, and the economic, social governance, you know, the whole, you know, everything. And it goes to what car you drive, what they teach you in your school, the appliances you're using to wash your clothes now, to cook your food on now. It involves everybody, and it's out of control. The government has overreached. They're too big. They're too powerful. They're essentially taking the taxes and they're funding themselves, and you know, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. We don't support many things that the government does, and we don't trust them. But it doesn't matter to them. They're beholden to us no more. Even though
they created a toxic environment for everyone to live in. Everyone to work on.
Yeah, there's countries all over the world that they say they hate America, but no, they don't really hate us. What the deep state is about, what the, you know, these rogue agencies, these CIA, the FBI, what they're about, you know, and we're also trying to get that fixed, and you know, we stand for truth and bringing things to light, and that's all it is. Yeah, we're about the truth, you know, an honest election, having a open and free elections, you know, but they try to deceive you, and something ridiculous like, oh, it's racist to have an ID and vote. Like, well, these people will just come up with anything.
You know, I was going to jump in real quick. Have you Hey John or Daniel or anyone, have you guys ever read Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury? And in the end of that, you know, you're talking about the American people and how they're not paying attention. You remember in the end of that book where everybody's so wrapped up in their four-walled TV screen that literally the literal world is blowing up around them and they don't pay attention. That's where we are at as a society.
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. It is such a toxic environment, and everybody's living in a false reality. That TV has created a false reality. You know, I got to give a shout out to a great friend and supporter, Serena Sampson out there in California. Oh yeah. You know, she wrote me. Yeah, so she can't teach the way she knows her heart desires to teach, because the administration and the principal never shit about it. You know, it's like, but you can't be honest in classrooms anymore. You can't be real. You have to tell kids that they can legitimately change genders, and not only that, but you won't tell their parents if they want to go ahead and get hormone treatments from the nurse to change that gender.
You know, all of that,
it's
guys.
Really a weird.
Sorry, finish your point. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right about the you know, parents don't even know their kids. We can't teach our kids the truth. We can't show it on TV or social media because we're banned. The truth is ostracized.
I was having a conversation with some really impressive people a couple of nights ago, and they explained to me what the deep state is. We throw that term around, right? The deep state, the bad guys. But they are literally the selected services committee. Those are the people who, whenever certain people come into presidency, they go join the NGOs and they hibernate for 8 years, and then they come back into the administration one way or the other. And what they're doing is telling the American people, even with the impeachment of Trump, but even more recently with the Mar-a-Lago stuff, because you know he's the president, he can declassify anything when he says it. But now this selected service committee is saying, no, your president has no power. We have all the power. We make the rules. We will indict him if we feel like it. And they're doing it because they want to see what the American people will do about it, right?
What's insane is that you're going to indict Trump for, you got this argument, he's got documents, and it's illegal, and that's your argument. But Biden not only took them when he was vice president, but when he was senator. So, wait a minute.
And he got them spread out all over.
All over.
The Chinese got access, the hunters got access.
1,850 boxes. 1,850 boxes while he was senator, not even vice president. 1,850 boxes, not documents, boxes.
Hillary Clinton with the 30,000 emails. It was like, what are we doing here?
It was actually 36,000 in total. But yeah, you speak of the deep state. You know, there's other generations of Americans out there that might have heard them called the industrial military complex or the internationalist. You know, our generation seems to call them the deep state now, or the shadow government. But you know, it's an entity of also comprised of these corporations, these unelected officials, these elites. There's been a merger of corporation and state now, and they seek to destroy America. It's a big scheme. It's about a new world order. They're on the take, you know, and they seek to essentially install a global dictatorship, and you know, we're just in the way. Many of us, you know, a large population is hard to control. So you know, they seek to stop us in any way they can. We just essentially to them we just serve them, and the rest of us are problems.
Hey, you guys want to hear this real quick? Do you guys know about the hearing going on tomorrow?
The Trump hearing?
No. So there's a J6 Select Field hearing at the Capitol Visitor Center, and you want to make this on time in? Oh, okay. So Sarah's going to be speaking there. Perna's going to be speaking there, and I forget who all is going to be speaking there. But there's going to be some J6ers speaking to a committee about what happened on J6 tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
They were agitating. They were leading the way. You know, telling people to get in there or go up there, and you know, there was knowledge of that day to be potentially dangerous, and they used a lot of those officers at the bottom of the totem pole as pawns. whether they thought their lives were going to be taken or injured or whatever, they knew. Go ahead, John. We got a minute.
Yeah, if you guys would like to support this movement, like I say every night, keep these guys out of Freedom Corner, help them stay another year. It costs money, it really is. And then they attend our court hearings. I love you. That is the number 4, actually, with an I.
I got him.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link. To accept this call, press 0. Your current balance is $8.88. Facility and is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hey, this is Tommy speaking. We're live streaming. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Tommy. All professional.
Every time I listen to Merle Haggard, I think of you, Shane.
Yeah.
Well, that's not what I was talking about. But look at you out there. I was listening. What was it? Time off for good behavior today. No, that's David Allen Coe. But either way, same difference.
Okay.
Everyone else.
Okay.
You know about all that, right?
Yeah. No, I'm excited, man. I think it's a good opportunity. I guess John's friend and Brandon.
But just a few months ago, everybody's upset. Nobody's investigating J6 and this, that, the other. And, I would have loved if you'd give me 3.
Right, no, that's right. Well, I think, too, they don't want to telegraph what they're doing. They want to keep it kind of under wraps. They got to vet the people they're getting ready to put up there, all that. So I understand. It's discouraging in here, but I try not. That's one thing I've learned in here is I'm trying to not ride that emotional wave of, oh my gosh, what's in the news and what's happening and all this. It's so draining and it's not beneficial. It doesn't do anybody any good to worry and freak out or, oh my gosh, they got this much time or they got this good of a plea deal or was that bad or it's just like it's too much. I don't have the energy for that.
Yeah, in as much as we hate that we're in this situation, it is politics, right? And I tell everybody, just because we get somebody to tell us that they're going to do what we want them to on Tuesday, doesn't mean they don't need to be reminded on Thursday.
I'll put my light on.
Well, I listen to Peter Steger a lot because he's been politically involved for a while, and he's like, no, these people are, he's real jaded. He's like, they're not going to do anything. They don't have any backbone, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, no, they're really going to do something this time. And then sure enough, they don't do anything. Or they cave on the debt ceiling or whatever it is. And I'm just like, man, maybe he's right. Like, is there any desire to change anything? Or is it just going to be like this, oh, we're going to do all this stuff?
Yep. So there's a few I can count on one hand with a few fingers left over that I do trust on Capitol Hill, but that's about it. And then my mama, and that's all.
Right. I am inspired by the ones that are holding the floor hostage right now, like Andrew Clyde and Andy Biggs and those people that are fighting against McCarthy and the establishment. Have he gone over to the dark side? I don't know. I'll give her the bill for it because it just takes. Like, courage is contagious, right? So you see a few people standing up and resisting the establishment or resisting the uniparty, and it's like they do have more weapons. Like it's almost like it's for me, not being politically inclined for very long. I didn't realize they have some of the mechanisms in Congress that they have to be able to fight these things, whether it's fighting on the rule or it's holding the like. They voted down that gas stove bill with the Democrats to deter them bringing any more legislation to the floor. So there's really some interesting besides doing the motion to vacate on the speaker. I thought that was the next move, but they have a lot more tools at their disposal than that. So
my favorite tool that they have that they've never used, I don't think, is the
good day right there.
Yeah.
That was really, really good to hear that he's out.
What kind of attitude or mood was he in, I guess?
He's good, man. He and I were really close while he was here. You know, we used to do Bible study together and stuff, and so I won't get into that, but he is in good spirits. He's happy to be free, and he has. He did tell me, he said, "I'm going to fight for you guys. I'm going to be a voice," and so I'm sure we're going to get him in front of some people.
Yeah, and you know, all the guys, everybody, even family members and stuff, I think it's going to have some kind of a support group for years on end, which will probably turn into a family reunion type thing down the road. You know what I mean? But at first, because it's such a weird thing to even be at J6 and then to be wrapped up in an extra level like all of us are, it really shrinks your world, right? You know, like, yeah.
We fell into the movie, seems like.
Yeah. And they forgot the checks. And they forgot the stunt man. They just used us as the stunt man.
Yeah, it's reverse 3D, right?
Well,
I did get to talk to.
Go ahead.
I got to talk to Lonnie Kaufman today too, and he's at I guess he's in a halfway house in Alabama or something like that. He's okay. He's kind of discouraged because he's not getting to go out, and like he's retired and he's on disability or seek employment or whatever. Then they really kind of don't let you out. So he's just kind of like in a holding pattern at this halfway house, and he's trying to get his medical issues under control and go use the VA to do that. But the halfway house is only allowing him to use the doctor that the halfway house has on retainer or whatever it is. So, I mean, because we were talking, you know, I just told him, you know, we started standing the gap and we want to try to help people transition.
Will be
eligible for home confinement until November. Discharge date is January 15th, so, you know, 2 more months and he'll be completely done with everything as far as time goes, and he'll be able to be released.
I wonder if they let you go to church.
I'm pretty sure they will. It depends on, you know, again, it depends on the rules. And also, Lonnie, you know, Lonnie's like 73 or something, and he doesn't, I'm sure he's not real familiar with the rules, and I don't know.
I'm thinking about my daddy at 72 years old being told what he can and can't do, right?
Yeah, well, imagine being in jail and you've never been locked up before, and I can't imagine. You know, they never. And maybe I'm going to try to get back on the phone with them again and see if there's something we can do to figure out how to maybe get a lawyer to intervene on his behalf for his medical care, maybe to see how he can get some movement to, like you're saying, go to something just so he can get out of there.
Exactly, right. Yeah, go to A. You have to have them twice a day. It's better than a soap opera.
Shane, hey, it's Helena.
Hey, Helena.
It's good to hear more updates about Lonnie today on Twitter Space. So apparently there's been some ladies who are trying to organize getting some food to him. He also has had, I guess, his dentures taken away, so he's got those issues going on. But apparently he's only able to have food delivered to him on the weekends. And he doesn't have anywhere where he can get any refrigeration, like 2 days ago. Right, and she's going to forward my phone number.
Yeah, I think that Stand in the Gap is such a beautiful idea, and I'm just so happy to be involved. I just wanted to let you know, and you know the Operation Love Wins. What did I say last time? I didn't call it Love Wins. I called it something else. But you know, I've seen personally what that has done for families, and you know, I just think it was really touching to So thanks, Shane. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for supporting us and fighting for us too, man. It's good. We have a community and we have an opportunity to. Not just a situation to see if you're gonna sink or swim. And we can swim, and not only that, we're gonna drag people along with us behind us, and we're gonna try to leave this place better than it was when we got here.
Amen. Amen. I hope that's true. And I know that, you know, we are working on that. And, you know, the way that so many of you guys and gals inside have really rose to the occasion, it's really commendable. And, you know, many of you really are true patriots.
We're going to win, Nicole.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Love to hear it. I love to hear it because I feel it. I feel it happening. It may take a bit, but we're going to be on the right side of this. Amen.
I don't know what it was or what.
I think we are. And we real family through this. As we the people be the people, and I see people being the people all day. So
We love y'all out there.
we love you back too. What'd you say, sir?
I'm not a sports fan.
Oh yeah. All right, baby. Bye. Bye. Hey, hey, hey.
Tammy.
And for those lives lost on January 6th, Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boyland, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and on the next day, Officer Brian. And for those Thomas Ballard, Roger Bow, Joe Biggs, Aiden Billiard, Matthew Bledsoe, Tim Bonner, Nicholas Brockoff, Larry Brock, Tammy Bronsberg, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Caldwell, Matthew Caspel, William Cressman, Eric Christie, Ricky Wilden, Meredith Cleveland, Lonnie Kaufman, Nolan Cook, Mason Corson, Robert Sanford, Kenneth Bonowitz, Jeremy Bausch, Christopher Moynihan, Charles Smith, Andrew Galloway, David McCaufel, David Judd, Jerry Riles, Kevin Creek, Nicholas DiCarlo, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Charles Donahoe, Israel Easterday, Robert Fairchild, Troy Faulkner, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimmons, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Anton Guillonet, James Grant, Matthew Green, Timothy Hale, Kenneth Harrelson, Joshua Haynes, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Julian Qatar, Matthew Kroll, Jacob Lane, Nicholas Langren, Samuel Azar, Thomas Robertson, Daniel Rodriguez, Moises Romero, Greg Rubenacker, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Zamsel, Thomas Webster, Patrick McCoffey, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Matisse, James Malt, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, James McGrew, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKellop, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Richard Machete, Garrett Miller, Matthew Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Morse, Jonathan Munifo, Marshall Neef, Daryl Neely, Ryan Nichols, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Barry Ramey, Chuck Witten, Dominic Pizzola, Mark Ponder, Christine Priola, Chris Cracklin, Guy Reppett, Zach Reel, William Reed, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Ronald Sandlin, Salvatore Sandoval, Troy Sargent, Bart Shively, Jeffrey Sills, Lynn Simon, Peter Stager, Andrew Taki, Enrique Tario, George Tenney, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Anthony Williams, Duke Wilson, Kyle Young, and those we've lost to suicide, Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, and Mark Ungst. Rest in peace. Let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt!
Children in the swamp, America, that's why we love them. We the people got us back, you know we stand for something. I was at the Capitol witness hate in their eyes. I stood on the battlegrounds, they won't catch me inside. Closer with them patriots, they had to. They can never take our freedom, real patriots ride. They can never take our freedom, real Americans ride. I done seen them barricades open and people jumping. I done seen them media police walking right in. They gon' try to lock us down, you know we popping out. 1776, boy, you know we rocking out. People judging people, this is crazy these days. They been shooting, they been rioting for hundreds of days. Patriots, we fed up, we know that we got set up. Who made that phone call? They got that patriot wet up. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, you know we hold you in prayer. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, you know your soul's in the air. Ashley Babbitt, yeah, you know true patriots care. Left your blood up on the battlegrounds, life isn't fair. Oh, at least we making history. Never forget what they did to me. Boy, you know I bounce back on them, won't even say names. They tryna ban me, yeah. I'll make a new page. Children in the swamp, America, that's why we love them. We the people got us back, you know we stand for something. I was at the Capitol witness hate in their eyes. I stood on the battlegrounds, they won't catch me inside. Closer with them patriots, they had tears in their eyes. They tryna steal our pride, boy, yeah, you know we outside. They can never take our freedom, real patriots ride. They can never take our freedom, real Americans ride.
Make a gang cat gang, same thing. Make a gang cat gang, same thing. All the baiters to the left side, patriots go to the right. To the left side, patriots go to the right. Pro-choice, pro-death, pro-life. Put on a red hat, you gon' have to pay the price. Alright, everybody keeps saying Bryson far right. I look at them and laugh cause I know they all right. They send me death threats, but I know they all like. And I'm not a drug addict, but I'm always with the pipe. You say you pro-choice, okay, that's nice. It's easy to say that when your mother chose life. You brag about abortions that claim to know Christ. You better repent now, you gon' have to pay the price. Say they love me at first, then they turn into a hate. Pro-choice is pro-death, I'm pro-life. They send me death threats and say it's on sight. Put on red,
came to divide. Up in the middle, you will fry. He will spit you out his mouth and declare you're not mine. That's a little scary on the day. He gon' separate the bad on the left and the good gon' levitate. I belong to God and I will never break. I just speak the truth, I won't cave and I will never.
All the baiters to the left side, patriots go to the right. Pro-choice is pro-death, I'm pro-life. They send me death. Put on a red hat, you gon' have to pay the price.
Truck and dream about
don't know where's Katie.
Right now. I can't afford. They've pissed off an already pissed off woman. Committed in broad daylight.
Hookers and blows and crack, and the diary's got creepy Joe in the shower. 81 million votes my ass. That even cringe the Democrats. Waiting in the wings is a thing called Hillary. 81 million votes my ass. Hey, 81 million votes my ass.
And at first, about me, that's funny. And then I got to thinking, maybe that's not
Today
funny.
have
Oh
the
my
tents
gosh,
here,
help,
so
help.
it's hard for me to wave
I just want you all
the
to
gold
know
flag.
I'm in perfect
I need a
health. Are good and the brakes are in good order.
tomorrow.
And I am
No
not
more tents,
suicidal.
then I will fly the gold flag. Thank you.
81 million votes my ass. 81 Joe, don't make me rules got busy. 81 million votes my ass.
He had the swamp going after him, and he was still getting stuff done. And now we have stumbling, bumbling Joe. I miss the bull in the china shop. I miss the meat. 81, my ass.
Trump won and you know it. The fake news will never show it. 'Cause it's true. Trump won and you know it. People voting, drop boxes and dominion. And facts are facts, it's not
tank. I remember when we used to even trust our banks. I remember when our president was born in our land. Let's take old America back, baby, that's the plan.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Hello. All right.
All right. Another day here in the gulag. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're tired. We're doing some moving of boxes and whatnot today. The whatnots were very heavy.
The whatnots. It's all about the whatnots. Hold on 1 second. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
But
all right. So what were you guys moving?
We're closer to you. Very much closer, so we can be more efficient during the days and nights. But we are officially Washington. What do we call ourselves? DC Ice.
DC Ice?
Yeah, we're trying to bring DC Ice. Like
we live here now.
We live here now. We're trying to bring a little class to the joint.
Do you spell that DC Light as an L-I-G-H-T?
I-P-E. DC Ice. I don't even know the DCians, Washington DCians, the residents of DC, taxpayers.
Oh, DCites. I get it. Okay. Well, you guys, if you click our lights, you guys can't still see us, right?
I don't know how to spell it. I don't know if that's a real word or we just made it up. Oh, I'm sorry. No, we can't. No. See, like you guys are pointing I think in the same building, but pointing in the opposite direction of where we can see.
Okay. All right, so, well, I mean, I'd have people through the flick lights, but if you can't see it, then it's not really going to serve too much of a purpose, so
well, you know, you got to stay in practice.
We'll what else? We're almost coming up on the 1 minute mark. The only thing I was going to bring up right now beforehand is that I did hear that General Flynn officially that's what I have heard.
It's so funny that you should say that. So Jeff said that he said that General Flynn has, I guess, said or tweeted something somewhere that the storm has arrived. And I so wish I could tell you something I heard last night, but I can't. I think he may be right.
All right. Well, hold on. We got. We'll talk about that in a bit. So let me. Got 1 minute. So let me get rocking and rolling. So all right. There we go, guys. I think that's it.
Check.
1 minute. Me. 45 seconds. La.
getting beat up in there.
What did you say? Sound like somebody's getting beat up?
All right, just like in a high school locker room after the game.
I just got through saying it sounds like
Before the game. Go ahead.
I said it sounds like somebody's getting beat up in there and a couple of people standing around talking about it.
Well, we gotta have our fun somewhere, picking on the new guys,
So we're excited about tomorrow, Jeff, because there's a J6 Visitors Center, and Sarah's talking there, and several other J6, there's J6 family members will be there.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear that she would be talking. I just didn't know if that was today or tomorrow.
Tomorrow at 1:30.
She would be talking. So
I don't know how you guys track news. I said I don't know how you track news or that sort of thing during the day in there, but it will be at 1:30.
Okay.
Tomorrow, 1:30.
Do we know?
It should be on.
I
don't know how you would see it, but it's usually on like Fox News maybe, but usually on like Forbes on YouTube or C-SPAN, obviously somewhere like that. If you want to have someone to watch it.
1 p.m. Eastern, is that what you said?
1:30 Eastern, I believe.
Okay, 1:30 Eastern. I have it down. What else? The other thing I wanted to bring up, speaking of C-SPAN, Grassley reveals that the foreign national who bribed Joe and Hunter Biden allegedly has 17 audio recordings of his conversation with the Bidens. 15 of those are with Hunter, 2 of those are with Joe. Any input on that?
I saw I watched Grassley give a speech about it on the floor. I haven't heard many more details than what you just said. I know everybody is dying to hear those phone calls. So. Apparently I didn't know this. Stormtrooper said they played some of the phone calls on Fox. Apparently, I haven't heard that.
Oh, okay. Do we have anything else in regards to the 1023 documents? We know that there was the one, and then we heard rumors of the other 2. And of course, those aren't just the documents. There's a whole stack of information that goes with those.
The IRS documents or the Mar-a-Lago?
No, neither. They're the oh, come on, brain. The 1023s. They are they the Mar-a-Lago ones?
So
no.
Yeah.
They're the ones that they're the IRS ones, I believe. They're the ones that show that Hunter and Joe talked with the.
Yeah.
Know that there's $5 million owed to Joe, $5 million owed to
Yeah.
Hunter. That was in the first 1023 document, and the other ones discuss additional countries and upwards of $130 million, and the other 2 1023s that we're waiting.
But I think some of the more firebrand Freedom Caucus members talk about, his treason when he's impeached. The FBI is clearly hiding all this evidence of, more than corruption, I call it treason from these Democrats. And I just ran across this one thing. It's like 1,850 boxes of documents that Biden had since he was senator, not even vice president, right? 1,850 boxes. Just the scale of that, the number of that is outstanding to me, right?
Yeah.
And what he was doing is they were.
Those boxes?
Well, I did see some reports that like Hunter Biden would do this. He's like, I want to go to business. So he would go to the State Department and use our tax dollars resources to do all this research and present it to these foreign countries like he did the research. He's a smart businessman and then get millions of dollars from it. That's one thing he was doing. Like the research on this, like research that our State Department would have done on things like gas reserves or natural resources and things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you use your subcontractors to do all your research for you, and then you go and you look smart, because all you got to do is read the executive summary. Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that's about as much as I know of those situations right now.
And the question is, is any
Are any of those documents classified?
I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. We don't know.
I did hear about the Mar-a-Lago stuff, that these prosecutors, a bunch of dirty tricks actually. They had this Washington, what's her name? She's the judge, Harold Barrel, whatever her name is, Barry Howell. Complete deep state, sold out Marxist communist piece of trash. Do all the dirty work here in D.C., then send it to a judge in Florida, say, here, sign off on this, so we can make it look like it came out of Florida. You know, just ridiculous. Yeah. And also, they were bragging about it. They were bragging about it. Nicole said something, they saw somewhere, they were giving her awards, and they're singing how great she was. And they're like, and plus all the work she did on the grand jury stuff that nobody knows about yet. And they're talking about Trump a month ago.
Yeah. Hold on, John just joined in. Come on in, say hi, John. Hey, what are we talking about?
Hello? We're talking about federal judges.
Well, we're talking, yeah, we're talking about federal judges. We're talking about Mar-a-Lago. We got like 2 or 3 minutes left.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I had a thought. I mean, yeah, these federal judges are so much fun these days.
We're talking to Ezra, not about cases. We're talking to Ezra relates to Trump and Mar-a-Lago. The indictment.
Yeah, well, I think he's lucky to be dealing with it in Florida. I haven't talked to New York and one in Atlanta I used to deal with, but I think the Florida one would be okay. I mean, even if you have to deal with the jury. But
so also, guys, about that Mar-a-Lago story, you know how it unfolded. They were saying classified.
I can't help but shake this thought. You guys, where several people are testifying, and one was.
And there may be some opportunities down the road. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, definitely has to be. But my thought is this: what came first, the scheduling of that committee hearing or the indictment? I can't shake the feeling that select committee hearing is being squished out by the coverage of the indictment.
I'm speaking for myself. I believe the scheduling happened first.
Scheduling got first. So they did this so the prosecutor down there in Florida wanted this. It just feels like everything gets squished out. What was it when about the Biden crime stuff? And it was the same day that they indicted Santos, and the media only covered Santos.
Exactly, all day long. Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Like we even care about this dude named Santos. Like I don't know.
Minute remaining.
All right, we got 1 minute left. I had mentioned that General Flynn had said the storm has arrived. You said you had something, but you didn't want to say anything. But I am going to poke you. Is there anything you can say?
Yeah. This person told me the pain is coming.
The pain is coming. Okay. Who's pain? I've already felt enough. The bad guys.
It's the bad guys. The bad guys. For real. Like seriously.
Yeah, I don't know if I can take much more pain, guys.
All right, we got 30 seconds left. Johnny, words of wisdom. I love you guys so much. Jason.
Did you want to say something or no? All right, guys, let's gather around for the final song, and let's put together a choreographed dance that she's going to show off tonight.
If tomorrow all the things were gone and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and the USA. To the hills of Tennessee, across the plains Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's every that I'm proud to be. I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Ain't no doubt. God bless the USA.
All the way. USA. All the way. USA. All the way. USA.
Thank
That
you,
song
everybody.
is not always easy to sing because it kind of gets stuck in your throat a little bit every now and then.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So I guess that's why it's the perfect sing, and sometimes you just can't get the words out. But we'll be singing it here tomorrow night.
Power cut off.
Everyone, please keep us in your prayer.
Yes.
We have things happening tomorrow. To reiterate.
Well,
That's right.
yeah. Well, thank you, Debbie, Bonnie, Hammer, Lala. I'm sorry because I didn't always watch your name, but thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you. Have a safe life and also good night's sleep. Night night.
They say one of the speaking in public tricks is the visualizing naked. I want to grow up on national TV.
Thank you. Troublemaker? Really? No. You're helping everybody. Not troublemaker. Alright, I have to cut off. And then I can help everybody clean up all the things. Thank you so much. Thank everybody. Thank Rebecca teaching me how to do that. But I'm still learning. Do my best. Thank you. Thank you.